Your board state is looking a bit precarious. I think I need to buy myself some time. I'll cast Taunt the Rampart, goad all creatures your opponents control. Until my next turn, those creatures can't block. Okay, well how does that work? I have a Master of Cruelties and two other creatures. If they are all goaded, how do I go about assigning attacks? When looking to attack in Magic the Gathering, you need to make sure that the attack is legal. You look to first obey all restrictions and satisfy as many requirements as possible. For our board state, what are my restrictions and what are my requirements? Our restrictions are Master of Cruelties must attack alone, and our requirements are Creature 1 is goaded and must attack another player other than you if able, and Creature 2 is also goaded and must attack another player other than you if able. There are a few scenarios to how this can play out. In our game, all the creatures are goaded. You must first obey restrictions, Master of Cruelties must attack alone, but the other two creatures must attack if able. So if you obey the restriction and attack with both other creatures, this satisfies all restrictions and two requirements. Most of the time when you attack, your creatures fulfill all restrictions and requirements. It's not until other abilities change how combat works. How does a player go about determining restrictions and requirements, though? For that, we refer to CR 508.1d. The active player, so you the attacker, checks each creature they control and see if they are affected by a requirement. For you, all creatures are goaded, must attack another player if able. If the number of requirements that are being obeyed is fewer than the maximum possible number of requirements that could be obeyed without disobeying any restrictions, the attack is illegal. What you need to take away from this is you can't ever disobey a restriction and you must obey as much as possible with the most requirements. Recap time, I have one restriction, Master of Cruelties must attack alone, and three requirements. Master of Cruelties, Creature 1 and Creature 2 are goaded. If I attack with my two goaded creatures, I fulfill two requirements and one restriction. If I attack with all three creatures, I fulfill three requirements, but I disobey the restriction, which I can't do ever. Okay, I think this is making sense now. I'll declare attackers and attack with my two other creatures to you over there. I show up for the one game, and this is the BS you both pull on me? F*** you both.